Hey, what's going on everybody? Today I'm going to be building some enemy proximity mines in the Far Cry 5/arcade map editor. And this is something I've always wanted to have in the editor for a long time, and it just occurred to me recently because I'm building a new map and it involves going into several different bases, and I had an idea of, or I had the thought of, what if I could make or put mines down here around the base. And it was something I've always wanted to be able to do, and then I just thought of, what if I could find a way to do that using the scripting feature. And I believe I came up with a pretty decent way to do it, and I'm going to do it here for you guys. Now, this has probably already been known before, or I'm sure some people have already done this in maps, but I'm going to go ahead and make a video on it just in case somebody wonders if they can do it in the future and they stumble upon the video. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the mine itself, and I'm going to do a destructible object. Now, there's probably a better object to use. I haven't found one yet, so if you manage to find a better object to use for a mine that we can unspawn and spawn in with the scripting, definitely let me know. Let us know in the comments. So I'm going to go ahead and change the texture of it. Maybe we'll do, where's it at? Somewhere, there it is. Okay. Now what I'm going to add in is a explosion effect. So we'll type in explosion here, fire explosion, which this already has a sound effect, so that's good. You don't need to use a sound point. Now the next thing I'm going to type in is region. So we're going to use the damage region, and I think this is a pretty good radius for the damage here. So I'm going to raise the damage to be pretty high, and then with a high frequency. Okay. Now you don't have to do this, but I'm just going to do it just because. I'm going to put a little spotlight on the mine itself. Whoops, that's the explosion. Didn't mean to select that there. Oh, goodness. There we go. Just raise it up a little bit. Intensity. Let's go ahead and change the color to red. And maybe we will make it flicker here. There we go. Okay, so now we're going to use the scripting. Let's go ahead and put down a script. There we go. And I'm going to do trigger volume. And we'll just place that right down there. Now I can make this bigger if I want. So let's do that. Just like that. It's pretty good. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and connect it to the script. Now I'm going to add in another trigger, and it's going to be trigger event. Now this is for when the player spots the mine and shoots it, so that way they don't stumble upon it. Now I'm going to do on object destroyed, go ahead and connect it to the same script. Select our object, which is going to be, of course, the mine itself. Okay. Let's go ahead and add some actions with the scripting here. Now we want to spawn in an object. We want to spawn the explosion. And I'm going to do spawn object with a lifetime, which is going to be the damage region. And then unspawn an object, which is going to be the spotlight. And then if you were using an object that you could unspawn, or if you were using an object for the mine itself that you can unspawn, then you would unspawn that object as well. So that way when the player doesn't detonate it, the mine just stays there on the ground. But I'm not going to add that because I can't unspawn this. Okay, so spawn object, explosion. Spawn object with lifetime, that's going to be the damage region. And I'm going to make this duration really low as we can get it there. And then unspawn object. That's going to be the spotlight. And there we go. Okay, I'm going to back the spawn point up a little bit here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and jump in really quick. We'll walk into the zone first.
Journey.
Okay, so there it is. So just run it up onto an enemy base. Okay, and that happens. Get our med kit. So there we go. Okay, so we will jump back in. We'll spawn back in, and we will destroy the mine before we walk into it there.
Journey.
Alright, so... Oops. There we go. So now we can walk into this area because the damage region doesn't stay for a long period of time. So if we go back to the area after we detonate it, if we happen to walk near it and detonate it, we can come back to this area and there's no harm to the player again. So that's why that spawn object with lifetime is necessary. Okay. So yeah, so at that point, of course, you just would add some grass or whatever. Just add something there. But of course, I mean, you don't want to make it insanely hard. But yeah, so that's how you can create some proximity mines in the editor. So I'm definitely going to be using this in my future map. So anyways, that's going to be it for this one. You guys take care now. See ya.